Happy faces, nice to see some young ones as well. Kenny Sansom. Wegley. Paul Parker, well forward. Sinton. MacDonald, oh, it was blocked by Garner. He struck it well as well, Alan MacDonald. That came off Maddock. Blackpool's throw. Well, he was a long way out, Alan MacDonald. He struck it really well. But Andy Garner, the Blackpool captain, got in the block. Simon Barker just got Wegley in the middle. This is Wegley. It's Barker, chipped up. Centre out is by Morgan. Wilkins. A minute left in the first half. Sampson. And that's a corner. So, Rangers ending this first half with Kenny Sansom winning their fourth corner. And he can get it in again. Yes, it's there. Colin Clark from inside the 6-yard box. And that comes as the 45 minutes of the first half are concluded. Rangers travelling support salute a goal. And Rangers with plenty of players forward, and it was easy for Clark. His 5th of the season, and it's one apiece. Oh, pushing the back, surely. On Andy Garner. Well, Ron Groves, the referee, was closer than anybody else, but it's Colin Clark now. McElhargy's off his line, and it's 2, and it's a real blow to Blackpool, and you'd have to go right back into the other half of the field and say, was that a foul on Andy Garner? Colin Clark, second, has put Rangers 2-1 up in a game that they've never really looked confident in. Methven's kick. Now watch what happens here. Well, now in fairness, the referee was closer and he waved play on straight away. And suddenly from that, Clark breaks. He gets around Ian Gore. McElhargy comes a long way off his line and Clark chips it over him. Wegley might have been offside, but it's 2-1. 53 minutes gone. Methven couldn't keep his feet. He gets a free kick. And Colin Methven, the central defender, going forward now. And Blackpool will have to chase the game. Sansom. Sinton. And it goes out right on the halfway line. Former Cambridge and Brentford player, Andy Sinton. Now being overtaken as the club's top goal scorer on the field, at least, by Colin Clark, now with 6. Ayres. Oh, yes, it's in! David Ayres was a goal scorer supreme in non-league football with Rill. He got 28 for them last season, and he doesn't want to be congratulated too much because he's still got over half an hour to play. 57 minutes gone, and he's picked out beautifully by his captain Garner, and despite the attention of 2 Rangers defenders and the dive of Seaman, it's in at the foot of the post. It's 2-2. Sinton. MacDonald on the far side. Wegley trying to tee it up, and Rangers might get caught here by a quick break. This is Garner, the captain. Oh, in the end it came to nothing. Or did it? Ayres. Morgan. Oh, in space on the left. Groves is in the middle, he wants it. Oh! And Seaman finally. Well, he's made another good break at Paul Groves. And look where Morgan pops up. Groves there, he's got his hands up, but they didn't get it over Danny Maddox. Time running out, and the prospects of a replay at Loftus Road looking increasingly likely. MacDonald comes forward and finds Clark out wide right, and Rangers have pushed 5 forward here. Clark is on a hat-trick.
Absolutely non-stop action. Rangers attacked, Blackpool defended magnificently. And Steve McElhargy was caught off his line. Colin Methven was there to deflect Colin Clark's shot. Two minutes later, the miss of the match. Alan McDonald's header, Roy Wegerle onside, but off target. McDonald's head was often prominent in Blackpool's area, and when he diverted this corner to Simon Barker, McElhargy produced his best save of an eventful night. McDonald doing well with the corner, and the shot well struck, but the keeper kept his eye on the ball, and Blackpool escaped. In extra time, Colin Clark must have thought he'd settled it. But the shot just flicks the top of the cross.
The second half, third division Blackpool went one down at Loftus Road after teenage defender Alan Wright stood on the ball, allowing Andy Sinton to race in and beat goalkeeper Steve McElhargy. Man of the match, Ray Wilkins, set Kenny Sansom free 9 minutes later, and the former England fullback scored Rangers' second after playing a neat 1-2 with Roy Wegerle. The third goal came 7 minutes from time, when striker Simon Barker was brought down by Ian Gore. Barker picked himself up and scored from the penalty, making the final score Queen's Park Rangers 3, Blackpool 0.
Tottenham Hotspur were in for a stormy tie at 4th Division Blackpool. Nearly 40 years ago, Blackpool themselves were giants in the game, the 1953 Cup winners. In those days, the superstar was Matthews. Nowadays, it's, oh, what's his name? Blackpool against Spurs. Would have secured the full-time services of Dave Bamber shortly before the kick-off. He'd been on loan from Hull City. Terry Fenwick was back in the Tottenham team, and the only unfamiliar name in their lineup, Justin Edinburgh at number 3. Tony Gubber is the commentator.
And the Stewart, Bamber, big, tall, lanky figure. Didn't realise he was playing when he turned up at 2 o'clock. Had to send for his boots. Knocked in by Davis. Oh, and the bounce beat them. Bamber. Well, there's an early indication of how tricky it's going to be. Bounce completely deceived Gary Mabbott, and he slipped as well, but a goal kick has been given. Fenwick. Lineker to chase. Tackle was by Gary Briggs. Seems to have been given the job of marking the England striker. 61 England caps, Gary Lineker. Sam Way to take the corner. Tottenham's first. Oh, nobody's quite sure where it is. Finally safely back to McGilligan. 26-year-old, former Scottish schoolboy international. Howells was the player on the floor, and there was a moment of uncertainty. Right in the middle.